Okay, so before I actually start, let me see here. I doubt anyone's gonna like appear, but I'm just gonna like check like every 30 minutes or something. So let me see. Let me just check my audio real quick. Did I? Yeah, I muted the tab. So let me see my audio real quick. Did I? Okay, so like I'm just gonna talk over this bitch and test it.
I've never even had that. Listen,
I
if
know
I
you
could
never
go
even
back
had that
in
dick.
time and undo all the
I know
damage I've done by
you
entertaining these
damaged
guys,
yourself
I
how
would. It was not worth.
you wouldn't take dick. Okay, so like I was just doing some. You wouldn't take dick. Okay, so like I was. Okay, so go back. I know you damaged yourself how. All right, well I guess it doesn't really matter like, as long as y'all can hear the bitch. But let's see. Yeah, you know what I could fucking do? Hold on. Yeah, before I forget, I do want to get to like a couple of money some point today. Just dude, I'm at, like I'm gonna have to go like to McDonald's beforehand because I know that's gonna be some shit. Um, I can raise the audio like that, and then also let me raise myself a little. 'Cause it did kind of sound low to me, but okay. All right, I think that's good enough. Sort of like a little more on my side, and go back a bit. All right, I think we're good now. It's not that. Right, here we go. What? Why does bitch look blunt? Okay. All right. So this is Hot Take Central, y'all. Um, we're actually back with this girl, Deborah, Deborah. Um, this is me actually finishing up a recording because I just haven't been able to like do it for like a while because should be fucking up on my end as far as monies. But I recently got like a like a replacement. Well, not like a replacement, but like an actual primary job. I didn't do my fucking hours. They're fucking my shit up. So I may need to get like another job pretty soon. Like I really hate dealing with these guys. If I'm being honest. It's like it's the management, dude. Like the management is so dickheaded. Like I get it's like a I'm not gonna talk about it. Anyway, so like this girl, Deborah, like her thing is that she's coping with religion. Like she's coping via religion, and like that's why she doesn't have a boyfriend. And she's 26, so yeah, this has a whole lot of issues. Like I was getting like a whole lot of good points in the original love recording, and I even edited down the original love recording. I want to push this out as soon as possible. But yeah, we have like like 4 videos to try to blast through. We'll try our best. I know I'll be dying at the end. Um, hopefully we can be done by 1. It's like 10 right now. Again, hopefully, God willing. So let's just hear her out. I was basically halfway through this, so
Attention from guys. Maybe you're like, well, at least you're getting attention from guys. I've never even had that. Listen, if I could go.
you're getting attention from guys, dude. I won't be surprised because I don't remember her saying that she went out often. It's the thing. So it will make sense that you wouldn't have much attention because you'll go out once a week or some shit, and that'd be Sunday. or something. Like, no, hold on, maybe she goes out. I might not be able to like give her like she goes out like 3 times a week for like groceries, cause like yeah, sure, I know that Shade goes out on payday and Sunday, but the other days, yo, there's the fact that she looks skinny. I don't know, maybe her metabolism isn't overdrive. She might be one of those people that door dashes or like uses Grubhub for her food. Like I can kind of see it. He's Uber for like books and items and shit. Like I wouldn't put it past her that she does that. So yeah, like a person wouldn't look your way, especially when working on yourself like that. Um, when you do all that,
Go back in time and undo all the damage I've done by entertaining these guys, I would. It was
trying to entertain a guy in bed, I know that.
not worth it. It was not worth it, and it pains my heart that I had to go through what I went through to find that out. I said this in videos before. I really believe that
It's paying my heart to even hear this. Like, dude, like this shit's hard to listen to.
God's heart broke watching me do all these things.
So yeah, like she speaks for God a whole lot, and it's like that most of the time. That's her only point though. And it's like, how do you really feel about this shit, bitch? Like, how about you get to your own? She does not talk her own feelings. I don't know what she expects a person to do for her when she don't talk about her own feelings. Like, do you know what's going on with you on the inside, bitch? Like, one would be curious.
And running around after this attention and letting it consume me so much. But God is so good. He's such a good and gracious God that even those painful things have been knitted together for good. They have made me who I am right now.
How does that make sense? Like, it's like okay, I can kind of get like a yin and yang angle. Like, you need good with the bad, but like mental gymnastics people, like it's taking like a whole minute to even make logical sense of this. It's like, oh wow, little girl, jeez, man, maybe that's what God's telling you, and you just ignoring it. I don't know. It might be the case, but you're like, let me study. I'm thinking that.
Now I am where I am right now because of those things as well. They did not go to waste, so praise the Lord. But if I could undo them, then I would. So if you are like, well,
So like this tells you that she's been living with regret. Like she can basically she can better herself, she would. Well, if she made better decision for herself back then, she would. That's regret. It's not good to like live with little girl. I'm not sure if you knew.
I'm not even getting any attention from guys or girls, good. Good. Let God hide you
Now hold on, guys or girls. So are you saying you're bi? I'm kind of curious too.
until it's time. Do not awaken love until it's the right time. And let's stop idolizing relationships and marriage. We can desire relationships and marriage so much that we put it above God, even. So, therefore, if you would get in a relationship, if God would,
Now like that would have been more sound if you got more if you got like attention anyway. If you had ways for you to get attention anyway. But from what I'm seeing, it's like no, you don't get attention. Like you need me like maintain like some form of humanity for yourself. Besides, like I said this in like the previous like recording, but like yeah, like you need to like balance yourself out without depending so much on the ethereal. That's been her major issue, been a massive downfall. Like okay, this video was like 1 year ago, and anything can happen within a year, but part of me wants to bet that she still hasn't gotten any dick, so
would answer that prayer, then
or a relationship. It's not about to give me a fucking ad, people. Faggots. All right.
he knows that you will run off with that thing. God wants you, and if that means that it's gonna have to seem like
But what God wants you though? Answer me that.
you're hidden away, then that's what he will have to do to keep you. He wants you. He desires you so much, and he knows us. He knows us.
is this a church seminar or something? Like we didn't ask for this. The title of the video says I'm 26 years old and I never had a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a relationship. Never been in a relationship. This isn't called okay. Here's us reading the Bible. It's not called that. So wait, let's get this straight. Like and like when you bring up like religion this much, people that can rub two brain cells together are gonna think, oh, she's a like religious nut. She's one of them people. She's the type of people that goes up to people's doors telling some boy, like, have you did you know that God loves you? Did you know that in Psalms like he joking about that, but she does come off as like that person. She does not have my impression with that. Well, hold on. Even with that example, that means she would actually had to go out. I've not heard her go out much at all in this whole video.
So well, and I think we know ourselves as well, but we try to kind of deny these parts. No, Lord, if you give me a relationship, of course I will honor you, of course I will serve you, when actually deep down we know that we will lose ourselves within this relationship, and he
How do you know that when you've never been in a relationship? Like, are you from your girlfriends? I didn't hear you talk about them. I'm just saying.
loves you too much to give you something that will consume.
So is she? So if she's fearful of being in a relationship because she feels like that will lose her place with uh you know you know Lord, with Jesus and God in them. And it's like, well, that you need to just set your foot down and say, okay, honey, like I need to like go to church like a little more, need to read the book a little more, I need to pray a little more. Like that's how you don't get consumed by the relationship. Like you actually had to have control, like chaos control that shit.
That will consume you, and that will take his place in your life, because he knows that we are found, we are whole.
And it's like, how about you speak for people like bishops and actual church goers that usually are in a relationship, whether they get it from the church or not. How about you speak for them? Like then, like they'll tell you definitely that okay, yeah, like I'm not con- I'm not consumed by my relationship and put Jesus under said like said thing like that's silly. They will tell you that. So how much do you talk to the churchgoers really? Now I'm skeptical of that.
Within him, another person, a spouse, is never going to be able to fulfill you in the way that God can. There's a saying that says there's a God
I mean, arguable, but it wouldn't help you if you never been in a love relationship. So let's not be fearful like that.
shaped hole in every person's heart. You can't fill that hole with another person, because you will put so much pressure on a partner. You will try to get so much validation out of them that only God can.
You you put so much pressure on the person. What? So she's supposing that you're gonna put a lot of pressure on the person. You're gonna put like a whole lot of like like you're gonna be consumed by a lot of the relationship. Like, what's this fear mongering? Like what? Like where did she get this from? Like I don't like she got that out of the ether. Apparently, like the wrong ether. Because where's your like she's showing like very little autonomy when it comes to this stuff. It really isn't helping her like case. And it's like I know was I mean she looks mixed. I'm just gonna say she's black. Like other black people are said to like love her, very hard, sure, but again, if you can get that control under control, the more you do that, the better.
can give. The single season is not a waste away season.
And then this, she's talking about some single season. What is that? Where do you get that from, dude? I just feel like she's like surrounded by the wrong type of people because the right type of people would have pointed her shit out. Like, okay, where'd you get this idea from? Oh, Jaina told you that, like the whole, like the whole like single season thing. That don't make sense. Like, fuck season is like all day, every day. Like, what are you talking about? Like they should tell her that. She don't know.
Season. It's not us being left behind. Being single is a very special assignment. There's certain things that we as single people are able to do now that we won't be able to do when we're married. There's separate
Like fuck other people. Like as being promiscuous, sure. Unless it's like a open love relationship. If you want like a open shit, if you want a open relationship, then do that.
missions for God's kingdom that are attached to these things. And
But like it's against the love religion though. Okay.
one is not better than the other. They're both significant. And for some people, God has allowed them to walk that married life earlier to fulfill certain purposes, and we get to be single for longer. Being single is a gift. Paul says it over and over again. And I know that when you're in it and you feel like you're left behind,
Being single is a gift. Well, I sure a whole lot of guys don't feel that. How how about it's okay? How about like having like a decent love relationship is like a gift, like and a sort of like privilege because us guys aren't like you girls. We can't just like I have like a lot more to say about this, but like we can't just go out, find a girl, and then be like, hey, do you want a date? They're like yes, like that's kind of every guy's, well, a single guy's dream that it's that easy. Whereas with girls, like it's like that. Of course, if like the guy's not in a like open life relationship and actually has someone, then sure, some guys will actually just turn you down, sure. But if that's that's like a 90% chance that something like that won't happen. So I'm just saying there.
and you feel like it's this desolate land, then it's hard to realize these things and it's hard to see this. But I pray again that
How about it's hard for you to realize your own mistakes?
you will get that revelation as well, because being single is special, y'all. It's not for everyone. It's beautiful to be able
Stating the obvious yet again.
to say, you know what, I'm content single and I'm not missing a single thing. This
I mean, that's what most girls say, if I'm being honest.
year, God has really showed me when you put me first.
And she pulls up the freaking God card. Like, saying Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's start with the God cards.
Seek first the kingdom of God. We all know I have that poster there, and it is my verse for this year. When you fully seek God first, He will make sure that you're not lacking a single thing. I'm living in my own
Whoa, what the? Listen, little girl. You live in a society. He sound like Joker Mark Hamill right now. But listen, when you say and do weird shit, people will see immediately. Yeah, I mean that 100%, 1000%. They may not say it, but they will see it. It's gonna be picked up immediately. So like you would talk about this like God stuff, this like oh yeah your life's gonna be basically fucked up if you pursue a love relationship or in like like relationship right like risk your relationship with God. Well, like it's like people are gonna see that and be like, okay, this is nuts. Like, I already see it in like the recording, and then of course, like I think I saw the comments, and then they're like, oh yeah, like she's right. Like I feel like it right the fuck now. Over 100. Look at this. Over 600 comments. All right, much like my mom's story, if she wanted, I'll get into like the comments more. Like what I might do is like spend like 5 minutes just looking at the comments, and she'll like reduce it in the recording. Yeah, I might do that. So hold up. I was in my first relationship at at 29 and married at 30. Dude, what the? There's absolutely nothing wrong with you, dude. What type of shit, dude? That's crazy. You only known the guy for 1 year? I would never recommend that. And then this other person, I'm 33, never had a relationship. Like, let me hear this one more time. Hold up, like that. So she said that God told me nothing's wrong with you. What? We're getting the wrong messages, man. It's like, hold on. Pull this shit back. You have a whole lot of mental issues. Like I'm saying it's like people look. As not a person can say this in jail. I'm just saying, man. You be like, oh yes, God told me to kill all these people. God told me to like God told me I'll never be worth anything. Like, dude, people can just say this shit. Like this is all hearsay at the end of the day. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna just follow it and just stay in the same predicament all day, every day? Or are you gonna do some shit about it? Like actually. Like dude, this is killing my fucking throat. Hold on. Bro, I'm not supposed to be talking this fucking much. Thank God I got this like big water jug, but okay. It's like dog. Like when I point out like a whole lot of objective like issues with you, and then you tell me, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. There's a whole lot wrong with this. Especially when people usually agree with me soundly. Like it's not just the fans, like it's regular people that just agree with me. That we have like a whole lot of problems. Like you have more problems than you think, little girl.
Own apartment right now, and before I started
And
praying
I'm not calling you little because of your chest size.
for my apartment, I was like, Lord, how am I going to be able to have my own place? I won't be able to afford something. Everything in London is set up, and probably not even in London, in every city. It's so expensive that only couples are able to afford.
Wait, you live in London? It makes this kind of weirder because like I don't know if they like rose the pay rate over there compared to down here in U.S. But I heard it's expensive as shit up in UK just trying to live there. I'm not sure about like especially London, but I wouldn't be surprised.
for the rent. Only couples are able to do this and this and this. But God said, no, 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 give me your all. Focus on me in this season, and I will take care of that. You won't have to worry about being a single person is worse than being in a couple, and there are certain things that I'm missing. God said, no, you've got me, so I'll make sure that you have.
Real quick, hold on. So it's okay. What about the homeless epidemic? Let me just see. Like, let me just compare and contrast, just real quick, for a good minute. And my phone will actually pull things up fast. So if I want to put on some Sonic shoes, so let's see, U.S. Ugh, hold on. That is homeless. We got. That's not a good percentage. So like when it comes to like the homeless population in U.S., we're talking about like 25% homeless. Now UK, let's see it. Raised by 14% in a year. Is that for real? Okay, that one's like 23 results, but okay, it jumps to 16%. So like 16% compared to like um for like UK compared to like US. Like what about those people though? Like that number's like a little bigger than I thought, but what about those people that actually pray every day and hope that they'll like achieve a home even? Those people usually have like mental issues, but they'll still hope that they can get out of that. And it's like bleak as hell. So like, what about those people? Like can't tell them to like just pray every day and hope to like God that they'll like help them out. Like oh like they need to one be willing to work and two receive a whole lot of help from the real world. And that includes them getting like a job, but they're like I talked to someone about this, but their chances of like getting a job period is really lowered because of them not having a car or like a address that they can give them. Maybe unless it's a homeless shelter, I'm not sure if that hurts their chances too. But I wouldn't be surprised. But a vast majority of like homeless people just don't have cars, which is like a major issue. So yeah, just saying there. Well, I'm not even just saying there because she doesn't think about that stuff.
Everything. And I have the apartment now, despite being
Well, she also don't think about mental issues, but like that'll take us like forever to get through.
single. God said, see, I will take care of that. Everything that I was like,
Well, how about the fact that you're a girl that like won't be surprised everyone if that's pussy power there.
I'm not able to do that because I'm single. God was like, "No, you're with me. You're not single. You are with me. We are together. We're a couple." So
Okay, what about the average guy that actually deals with shit? Like, what about them going through like a whole lot of shit? Like, how do you speak for them and tell them that, and they'll be like, "Girl, I gotta actually work at the very fucking least."
I've got you. May you see the single season for what it is. It's not an
What is the single season? I still don't get it. What
eerie
is
hell
that?
where it's cold and kill and dark and nobody wants to be there. It's actually a flourishing
Like, and then how long is the single season? She has not defined it at all. So she has major communication issues, man. What is this?
where
Hate seeing ads? Here's how.
Yes, I hate seeing ads. Don't give me them. Skip. Damn. Oh fuck, dude. If I love the single season right the fuck now, why even get any results? Cause that came out the fucking rectum one day. She just started using it. Okay, first result, single girl season. So let's talk about that shit. When spring ends and summer starts, what? That makes no sense to me. So that would be, hold on, if I were thinking about that, that would be summer begins. That's kind of towards the end of the year. Like, wait a fucking minute. Ain't that like around like May or June? September? Is that September? Spring, spring, spring. Maybe my like how I think about the season wheel is pretty off. Okay, I know autumn comes after summer. No, no, no. Hey, whatever. Anyway, so
much
again, like every season is like the best time for like a relationship. Like I'll stick to that till the day I die. Like spread that message because everyone gets in and out of a relationship every day, quite literally, male and females in general. So don't give me that.
freedom there, and there's so much time you get to spend with God. Enjoy the time with your heavenly Father.
So where's the single season when it comes to the Lord? Oh, there is none. Well, there is none when it comes to mortal men as well.
God is real. He's with you. He might not be here in the physical, but he's here spiritually and emotionally, which counts for
Tell me someone I don't know.
so much more. And maybe you are in a place where you are divorced or you were in a relationship, you're broken up now, and you can feel really alone because you were with someone and now you're by yourself again. Lay it all down before God. Again, God knows.
She wonder why she's single. Like single because you would depend too much on the Lord. Like there is such thing, but she again, there's a whole lot of things that she just don't know. It's like how she going about that. It's not a, it's not good. Like, dude, like, oh my god. Like she ended up being like 48, and then she's gonna be like, oh yeah, like now I got like a relationship, and it was with this really nice churchgoer, or like being around him. But I heard her. She said that she got with freaking a pookie. Like she no well like not got with per se. More like she was talking to someone and started liking him and shit. That was like a pookie. So it's like, dude, our like Dragon Raider is so messed up, man. You don't even have that right.
You. God knows the season that you're in. He hasn't left you. He sees you. Spread it out
Well, yeah, like God would know that I'm in autumn and it's autumn. Like I'm not surprised there.
before him. Don't hide it, and you can ask him for help. You can let him know, Lord, I'm having a hard time in this season. I'm having a hard time seeing you in this season. I'm having a
How about I'm having a hard time getting dick during the season? Like I'll give you several answers there.
hard time having faith that you have better for me and that this is being knitted together for good. We can let him know that we need help. He wants to hear from you. He's eagerly
Bro, like, okay, so like, let me just get dive just a wee bit more into like the mental gymnastics that people, well, like that girl's a lumberjack, and we're more likely to see it with these other three girls, well, other two girls after this, but so girls have this like, I guess weird, like this problematic thing where when it comes to like us guys dealing with them, that they very rarely fuck. Like for whatever reason, or however it like works. I mean, they're just built biologically different to where I might have explained this before. I came across this where like us guys can like just fuck whoever and feel like we can like fuck whenever too and have like a need to like do so almost every day. Like that's just how our sperm count and what's it called? I had the freaking chemical like in my head, but okay. Testosterone. There we go. We have that going on. But apparently, for like when it comes to like women and their estrogen and like slow production of like eggs and shit, like that kind of boils down to like them not fucking on the regular, like very rarely fucking, and even need to feel even avoid fucking like like it's something else. I'm sorry, and like they come up with like a whole lot of things to like make sure that is like a thing. With this girl, she's using live religion, which is fucked up in its own sort of way. It's like, dude, like, how are we gonna do that? Like, it's like just say you don't want to do it. It's not hard to say. Is it really hard? That hard to say, little girl?
sitting on the edge of his seat, waiting for you to speak to him, waiting for you to come to him because he knows that everything that
How about you? How about you make a guy come on you? How about that?
you need in this season of your life, that comfort, that reassurance is found with him. He has that for you. You are not left behind. You're not a failure because things did not work out. You are not the scraps that nobody wanted. Not at all. You're special. You are so special. And not everybody's able to carry what the single season has. It's a special assignment.
She keeps talking about season, dude. It's so weird, man.
Just as marriage is a
It
special
doesn't
assignment, again,
matter.
the single season is a once in a lifetime season. Enjoy it, see it for what it
Well, it's not a once in a lifetime season because it's from my what I looked up. It happens annually, so it's not once in a lifetime.
is. May you
But
see the
what?
single season flawlessly
If it's like once in a lifetime, then that it makes it matter even less.
mighty name. May he do great works through you as the powerhouse, as the child of God that you are. You are so special and you are so loved. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop looking at the relationships that other people have, the boyfriends, the girlfriends, the dating seasons. You are on your own lane. God has placed you in your own race. He knows you. He
Okay, but you can be in a better lane though.
knows exactly what you need. And take it from my experience, when you try to force things when it's not the time,
Like I don't know, maybe the eighth lane for the bowling alley is like down and like actually fucked up. Like someone threw like a bomb on that shit. But then you have like lane B, lane B, like lane nine, which is like totally fine. I mean, you need to be on that lane instead of like lane eight. Like I don't even she ever thought of that.
time when you try to awaken love when it's not the right time is only going to lead to a bunch of heartbreak, and it just won't do any good. Your kingdom spouse is with God. So God provides things in his perfect timing, and therefore we can't force it. You can't force and pry certain doors open that are not meant to be open yet. And I really pray that you will be able to see the beauty in this season.
Well, no one's forcing anything. Like not really. Like or made the best decisions that you can to get a relationship. Like that's all that really matters. It's like, come on, this ain't rocket science.
And take it from me, I'm happy right now.
Take it from me, dude. You never been in like a relationship. Like, dude, and this speaks nothing for guys, especially. But what I think this is all girl rule too, because I'm seeing nothing but females in her comment section. So won't be surprised. So won't be surprising like at all. Like, by the way, this girl, her like, channel has like over 100,000, 130,000 subs, and it really seems like most of that is like girls. So is this part of girl world? It's like, geez, man, this is so struggle.
I've said this before. It is so calming and peaceful to not have this constant, is he texting me? Is he not texting me? What is he thinking about me? Does he like me? Does he not like me? This anxiousness, which shows that I also wasn't going for the right guys, clearly, because the right guys wouldn't have done this. But also,
Well, it sounds like you're not going for the right guys anyway, because you've yet to actually tell me about a good guy. Like I remember you talking about freaking Pookie, talking about freaking Jake, a Jake Quan ass nigga. Like, why do be that becomes listening to like Little Pump and shit.
let's be honest, it's so nice to be able to go to church or to go to church events and not constantly be on the lookout for somebody. Like, can we be real for a second?
Well, how done all those church events? Like, I'm just asking there, because they don't sound they happen too often.
Going to church being like, "Ooh, is there gonna be, am I gonna meet my husband today?
That it doesn't work like that. Like, listen, people, I've explained it before when it comes to just meeting people and getting a relationship out of it. When you actually look into it, actually look into it for like a good like month or so, um, like it becomes something that ain't rocket science. Like the very basic thing is that you need to just go out regularly. If you don't have the means to like do that, money wise, there's there's like your answer. Like that's your piece of the puzzle there.
Am I gonna go to this church event? Am I gonna see my husband? I need to look good. It's like, no, actually, I can let myself go in worship. If I want to be crying ugly, then I don't care if somebody sees. It is so nice to not care about these things and to just have peace, to just be myself with God. And then once a guy comes
However, yourself with another man, like how's that look for you?
along and we're both running our race at the same pace, my friend Tony explained this.
Yeah, so finally a guy that she actually has by name. Jeez. Tony sounded like a regular guy. Like I don't know if she sounded like Tony the Tiger, but that's still better than what I'm getting here. Oh, Tony, what are you doing, man? Like point out her like bullshit because this is like egregious.
So well. He was like, we're all running our race, and you don't want to have to stop running your race to look back to.
Like if I could pull in Tony right now, I'd be like Tony, what the fuck is she doing? Like, why is she just talking none but like religious talk? What what made her this way? What made her be like this is who I am? Like when was that moment in her life? I would really would like to know, and would tell her that don't live like that.
A person and put on hold what you're working on, and you also don't want to have to strive to catch up with someone. You want to continue your race with God in your pace, and then when somebody is running their race at the same pace, and all of a sudden you look next to you and there's somebody great, but until then.
All right, let me help her out just a little here. I try not to like take like 30 seconds. Uh, I get the fact that okay, like it really would help you too. It would help someone too. Um, if they just having to like do the same thing and have the same goal along with someone, because that is a thing. But say like that doesn't have that's not how that works necessarily. You don't have to have that happen really. Does it help? Yeah, but what would be more ideal is if you just have like an open person because people can have like the same interests as you and just not be open. Like I'd like learn that the hard way.
And focus on your race, focus on your lane. Stop looking around, focus on what God has called you to do. There are so many special things on the single season. Enjoy it, enjoy your free time, enjoy your time with God. And I really pray that this is
What if I don't enjoy the single season though? The quote unquote season like single season. Like most guys don't. Like most modern guys, I had to pull up with.
been able to give you some insight into that, into how beautiful the single season actually is. I pray that you've been able to take some things out of this, that this has been a blessing to you. May it speak to your spirit. May God stir up your spirit with
Okay, so like this, we're like already at the end. Like get this shit out of my face, man. Okay, so let me just like, dude, I'm sorry, but this is so fucking silly, man. At one point, she was even like, "Yo, take it from me. I'm not taking it from someone that's never been in a fucking relationship. When it comes to relationships, does that not make sense? Like, bro, it just does. So again, 5 minutes, because I don't have all day to like just go through hundreds of comments like that. This reminds me so much of my mom's story. Her entire 20s, she wanted a relationship so bad, but God put her in the path of pursuing her career instead. Okay, okay, what about this? What if God put you on like a certain lane and it's not a good lane? Then He wants you to like come out of it on your own. Like what if then? Like, well, God put me on this lane, so He. I'm very certain that God won't like put you on the same lane as someone for the same purpose and expect you to like do the same thing as those other people. It's like we just need to think about this like a little more, y'all. Again, if we can just rub two or a couple more brain cells together, I should be able to actually think. And that's another. And that's a good reason. Good reason. Well, good reason and another reason why I do this sort of shit. Because people just don't know how to think. So okay, when she turned 30, already well established, she met literally the most perfect guy for her, my dad, yeah, uh, who happened to be the kindest, most caring, and responsible husband to her, and honestly, the best father anyone could ever ask for. See, so true love is always worth the wait. So yeah, like these days, like I don't ever like suggest waiting. Actually do stuff like like being well established. Like that really helps. Um, because anything can get fucked up at any point, and it doesn't have to take you until like you're in your 30s, like how a decent percent of people are. But if you can get on the fast lane to actually be established, then I would take it as long as it didn't like it doesn't fuck you up in any sort of way. I'm not gonna get to like replies. See, let's see, I'm such a pretty girl inside and out. Okay, little girl. Excuse me. But no matter how good I am, just to whoever it is, I'm still lonely as fuck. Well, that means people like you can't be just pretty and especially to just work for you. Put in effort. Be seen. Do shit like you can't be just a gamer all day and expect someone to be in your life like that. I can't like recommend just being on Discord constantly. 'Cause that's like online shit. And I've talked about almost all the time how online fucks people up. That includes getting like relationships from online. Like I especially hear that being bad over time. Let's see. She is getting real old. I'm 26 now, and let's see, I've had I have never been like a relationship or been able to experience being in love with someone. It's real sad. Well, that's yeah, like so like that's a personal problem. But what I'll tell you all day, every day is go out. Like, like no part of that comment says that you go out. And I'm talking about going out at the bar or even at the library. Like, find the place that okay, a good start for like introvert person because this person sounds introverted as hell. Uh, actually go to like libraries and ask if they have a club or not because a good amount of them actually do. That's something that I haven't been doing because I've been just trying to like, 'cause I've just been like getting like my own shit together. Um, which I just put too much effort like into for like very little like results. But anyways, you need to like okay, and then like another good start is what was it? Yeah, like meetup is actually a pretty good start too. There's also what is the other thing? Oh, I like board game. Like there are actually board game events on meetup that happen all the time. So that's something you can get on as well, little girl. Ms. Like Gabrielle. I know a Gabby too, and she's kind of in the same like situation. But let's see. I was man, I got married at 30 though. Madness. I'm sorry, but okay, like I'm gonna read this like last comment, and we'll just keep going. What is this? Uh, 33. Never had a relationship. The older I get, the harder it is to keep faith. But I continue to update. 34 now. Become 34 now. I did graduate from RN school by the grace of God after years of not giving up. Received a grant though. That's how I know God. So I know it was God's will. What on earth? What like how about you kind of like lucked out? Because like a whole lot of players just don't give out. Whatever. Anyways, I tried in the past. I tried in the past, but funds were impossible. But what did you try? Like that's vague. Still single. Keep my eyes on God going to. So like so like this girl's problem is essentially perpetuating all these other all the other girls' problems, but they're in the same like predicament. And it's like the standards for getting like a relationship are, are like so like out of whack. Like don't like I can't recommend anyone to like just know someone for like a year and try to get married by the next year. Like yeah, it takes you like a long time to actually know someone and make sure they don't fuck everything up. Like that includes like you know busting out the freaking gun on you or some shit or like cheating on you and you didn't know about it. So like stuff is risky and people don't be talking about that. Like I have not she has not spoken a word about that shit, man. It's like she never been in a love relationship. It's like and then she don't know what a guy needs. So it's like come on, little girl. There's like a whole lot of things you don't know about and you never admitted to it. So like that's a whole lot of Deborah's problem. It's just for the recording. Look, that's a hot take. It's hot take central. Make sure to comment. That's all I'm asking. And I'm out. Alright. Now I got Femcel number two here. Uh, Daria. Crowpop. What's a crowpop? Anyways, so like this one says almost 34 years old. Never been never, oh shit. They never been in a relationship. Why? Well, we're about to find out why. Before I start, let me take a swig. Hold up. Mind y'all, I'm fucking killing my body right now. Cause all I have is like nuts and water. It's not a good combo. And like I Pop Tarts in the car, but the liquid version of my Pop Tarts that's also not a good combination. So that's gonna fucking kill my ass, dude. I might end up being even more frustrated than usual. We're gonna see. So off the gate, the big ass glasses. Okay, she's covering the forehead, but I'm still seeing a decent amount of forehead. That's also not a good start. Um, if she can just shave off like 50, like good like 40 or 50 pounds, that would help her immediately. Because guys look at weight. They look at weight, but also like a girl's like body shape a whole lot. And most guys are looking for that eight figure. And then like sure, like do you? I mean, I'm appreciative of like all body types, but you usually don't find guys like that unless they're on some mad desperate shit. And I wouldn't be surprised if like those a whole lot more of those guys are out there more than I think. But let's stick to the general rule here. Girls need that eight figure to actually be attracted to like most guys. So let's stick with that. So again, Daria, let's see what her issues are. Oh, this will take too long to get through.
I'm almost 34 years old and I've never been in a relationship. And I'm going on my first date in years today.
Okay, that helps, but the last girl I did, she never talked about having a date. Yeah, this girl like that looks just. She don't have like the best angles on her. Let's just say, and she even has like the big ass glasses. So from an overall look standpoint, not as good, but she got a date. I mean, she's like almost 34 now, but almost like Rule 34 status. But even she's doing like a little better. Like this, like there's kind of like a thing to where like older women don't get nearly as much attention. But look at this girl, like how bad is this really? Like what are her issues?
What a loser, eh? And I don't even want to go. I already feel this is not going to be a great match.
She she seemed willing to like call herself a freaking loser. It's like this is so much better, dude. Like I kind of feel that she's actually a human being. Like I don't know what that girl was. Like I think she was like a Saiyan or something. like like I'd have to be able to fuck this chick and not in the line.
But I feel I need to put myself out there. And the more like.
And she said, put herself out there. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Now, she might be a fucking drug addict. I don't know. But this is still way the fuck better than that 26-year-old girl. Like, so much better, man. I'm not even joking.
Put it away in time, the weirder it gets and the weirder I get. So I haven't been on a proper date in years, actually. Like I've never been in a long-term relationship. I've been in a couple of situationship that kind of burned me.
She been in a situationship, dude. This is like a semi-cell, dude. Like, what is this? Dude, this shit is just so much better, man.
just avoiding men like a plague. I feel like this is not a bad thing to do. Let's be honest. But also, you know, whenever I say it out loud, it always sounds so weird and so like, I don't know, like it's such a big thing. I don't think about it on a daily basis, but then something, like I was watching a romantic comedy yesterday and then I kept thinking that would never happen to me. Like I totally fully don't believe that I could ever be in a relationship, and that's my problem because I'm just not.
Hold on, go the fuck back. What, girl? Hold on. We had such a good start. Now I'm like, what are we talking about?
That would never happen to me. Like I don't know, like it's such a big thing. I don't think about it on a daily basis, but then something like I was
Well, just a wee bit more.
do.
What the hell, man?
Let's be honest. But also, you know, whenever I say it out loud, it always sounds so weird and so like, I don't know, like it's such a big thing. I don't think about it on a daily basis, but then something like
I mean, you could think about it as like not a big issue and just love a actual like living life again, because it did sound like you had like a whole lot of fun with those other guys. You know, they were just dates. I still way the fuck better than not having one.
I was watching a romantic comedy yesterday, and then I kept thinking
So she got influenced by some random rom com. What on earth?
that would never happen to me. Like I totally fully don't believe that I could ever be in a relationship, and that's my problem because I'm just
Well, at least she realized that's her problem. That helps her there, and now she spares my breath a bit.
manifesting that into my life. But also, how easy is not to believe in it when I've never really experienced that? You know what I mean? I haven't been fat my whole life. When I was a teenager, I was quite skinny, and all my friends were getting boyfriends, and I didn't.
Like that kind of sounds like you've been just using you've been just watching like a whole lot of chick flicks with like a bucket of like ice cream on the side. Like if you're not studying, then like one day like you found found out that Ben and Jerry's are a thing. Like that's when the weights came in. Oh, and then like you found out about like sun chips, and because like yo man, chips get you mad fat, dude. It's like the number one fat gainer. Like I can just see it.
I don't know if that's my personality or me being awkward. I don't know. Like I feel like my
You just haven't been going out, girl. That's your problem.
personality is not that bad. I have so many friends, and it's usually quite easy.
Well, how many of them are females? I wanted to bet she'll like tell you that. Oh yeah, like most of my friends are like girlfriends. Like they're just female friends.
To me to make friends and meet new people, and I feel like I try to be kind, and I feel like I'm interesting and funny. So I don't know. Even the fatness shouldn't be that much of a problem because there's guys who like it, and I know a lot of fat women who don't have that problem. So honestly, I think it's just in my head. I'm literally manifesting that into my life. You know,
And then also, I would still recommend you just getting like a gym membership that should be like around guys, because guys love working out, especially. They also love looking at women that actually work out. I can't tell you just how many people love Mira. Like how many guys just love Miracle when she does that. I mean, we don't see her working out, but like her just being like she has both like the BDC gene and the BEB gene. Like guys love that. Like I love seeing that shit.
grew up without that male attention, and I feel like this kind of fucked me up for life. As weird as it sounds, because you know, in high school when you're a teenager, it's like the time when you have like the first dates and first loves and all of that, and I didn't get much attention at that time. Same when I went to uni. Like I've lived with couples and I've never even been on a date. I went on my first ever date when I was 23 and I lived in Texas. There was only one date. We never talked again. And then I think it took me like a good few years to go on another date. I don't want this to sound depressing. And like I have such a full life, and I'm like legit so happy being by myself, but kind of to the point that I feel like I'm too comfortable now. It's kind of weird for me to talk about this on the internet because I know people that actually know me in real life watch it. So maybe don't, maybe turn it off now. And everyone said that when I'm gonna move to London, it's gonna get so much better because London is so big. Dating gonna be so much fun. No, it's even worse. Like at least in
Seeing worse in London. Whoa. I do think that guys in like London have any higher standards than guys here in the U.S., which yeah, wouldn't surprise me. But like, it's like, girl, you have a few advantages, like personality, like it's there. Like I'm getting like a wreck now. Like you have personality, you have the blonde hair, like, even the dirty blonde, you can get away with plenty. And then like like the size thing. I mean, maybe she has like a, big ass. Like I can't tell. Most guys really like that shit. Uh, I think she kind of looks like she's like a D cup. A whole lot of guys want that too. But up there, I wouldn't be surprised if like a whole lot more guys are looking for that eight figure. Like not everything's got to be big. Like they just need that eight figure body. So
Edinburgh, when I was on dating apps, I was talking to people and they were like responding, and guys were messaging me, and then just like naturally conversation would die, and I would like in the past I would go on a few dates, but then obviously I stopped and then I resumed my activity when I moved here, and oh my god, it's so much worse. So much worse. I think the problem is because there's so many people and everyone feels like, oh, if not this person, next gonna be better. And they always think like the best thing is yet to come. You know what I mean? And a lot of men, they just match for vanity. They were just like swipe right on all the girls, and then we'll see how many matches they can get. So it is kind of discouraging. Like
hold on, like, how we get to dating apps again? Hold on.
die, and I would like in the past I would go on a few dates, but then obviously I stopped and then I resumed my activity when I moved here, and oh my god, it's so much worse. So much worse. I think the problem is because there's so many people and everyone feels like, oh, if not this person, next gonna be better. And they always think like the best thing is yet to come. You know what I mean? And a lot of men, they just match for vanity. They were just like swipe right on all the girls, and then we'll see.
Like, hold on though. Okay, like I've seen like just only a few videos where guys just swipe left on girls, like just say no to them, and the results marginally change. Like it's still hard for you to even like get a match, let alone a date out of a girl from a dating app. And like the general rule there is like, do you straight up like do you look like Justin Timberlake? Do you look like a K-pop idol? Like that's the general rule. Like you had to be pretty as fuck or handsome as fuck to even have girls look your way and consider you as a potential date. Like, dude, like that's all you need. Cause like I be seeing like YouTube, like I be seeing like channels and like videos doing all these like social experiments, telling some over like how many girls am I gonna get if I look like a handsome ass, chat ass, a celebrity looking ass guy. Way the fuck better. Like they skyrocket in results compared to like your usual guy. Like it's kind of astronomical from what I've seen too.
How many matches they can get. So it
But like let's not use dating apps though.
is
Hold on.
kind of discouraging. Like I never message men first, only on Bumble, and
Yo, I was thinking about Bumble too. Dude, we're okay. Like what, dude? Is some sort of social resonance happening? Oh no, this is not supposed to. This is going against the video. This is going against what I'm trying to do, y'all.
like I've messaged a couple of guys, and they like either unmatched me or never replied. And that kind of hurt my feelings. Like, I am really trying not to get it to me, but you know, times are tough. And you know, I preach a
Just don't let it get to you. That would really help you.
about like being single and loving your life and all of that. And yes, I do love my life. And yes, I'm happy being single and I don't need a husband, I don't need kids and any of that. But sometimes I can't help but feel like there's something fundamentally wrong with me. So
Yeah, like that's called like for here, I'll say that we're missing like the femininity. It's like okay, like she has some confidence here, but it's like waning. So like for like here, I'd say she's missing like femininity because I'm not getting like a whole lot of that from her. Yeah, I can feel like she cares about people, but I feel like she has like a need to like take care of someone, um, to actually people don't like this word to actually submit to someone, and like that'll give her fulfillment and like 'cause that's how it usually works when it comes to like girls. And yeah, the girls not seek that and actually can actually live without that. Yeah, but just to maintain her humanity, that's like a very good start there.
stupid to say, and again, I feel very awkward. But also, we live in such weird times. I have so many
Okay.
friends, like so many beautiful, gorgeous women that they're not.
See, I guessed right too, yo. Most of her friends are girls. Like I'm too on point with this shit, man. I be seeing this shit from a mile away. Like, dude, do I have that Byakugan gone? Like, do I have the Ren and Sharingan on me, yo?
Relationships and they've been celibate for like years because
Yeah,
even casual dating is not fun anymore. Like dating is just trash these days. And
yeah, like, but both ends fuck up on the whole dating scenes. Like, do I just like boil it down real quick? Us guys just add Matt Thirsty and like Simpy. Do I get like a girl, girls in just find like too high standards. Hopefully y'all don't hear the sound, but like also just not having a strong need, like a very noodly um need of of a relationship of digging kids, so like that's the thing there. Like I can understand if like the guy don't have like a job, but I literally talked to a girl that keeps messing with the guy that don't have a job. So like familiarity, I can get this word right. Familiar, familiar, familiarity. It's like it's like a massive issue too.
I don't know what happened when you watch the old movies or like listen to stories even from like our parents' generation. Like
Then like the arrogance too is like a major issue when it comes to like girls. Like dude, like if you show them like a picture of Samasu, they be feeling like they're looking at a mirror.
men would pursue women, but now it's kind of the other way around. And not to shit on men and not to be like one of those, you know, fat feminists fighting with men.
I mean, you're saying you're trying not to be that, but let's see, let's see what you have.
Kind of ew. I'm sorry, but the audacity and the expectation, it's so gross. Like the amount of men that I talk to on dating apps, and like two sentences.
Oh, 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 no. Oh, no way. No. Oh, people, y'all, listen. Daria, I ain't talking about the show that I never watched, but Daria, look, listen. Everyone else listen too. She said dating apps, plural. And it really, really sounds like she's using that shit currently. This video was not too long ago, 11 months ago. If I got to her as soon as I put this playlist on the shit, it would have been 5 months ago. Dude, you can't you can't have a worse start than dating apps. Because dude, just how many people will realistically get off it, get dates off of it? Very, very few. Very, very little success with dating apps. I can't tell you just how trash it is. And then they want you to pay a ton of money for the same or barely similar results as when you try to do it for free. And a whole lot of dating apps want you to pay for a conversation with a girl. Get the fuck out of here with dating apps, man. So it's like you're wasting extra money that you usually don't have, that you wouldn't want to spend. So like the most unconfident guys are gonna have like the freaking worst time because they just put all their faith in dating apps, especially those. Dude, it's bad, man. Y'all have it bad, dude.
Is in, they start to talk sexual, and if you don't want to do it, they just like block you, unmatch you, whatever. It's astounding.
Yeah, and then a whole lot of them guys on dating apps, which most of the user base are guys, by the way, are horny motherfuckers that just want to fuck and that's it. Like she doesn't know about this.
And the things I've read online about dating here is just shocking, honestly, and the things that my friends go through. So I don't know.
Yeah, though it's all shocking because like we stay like losing it out here.
Like they need to be humbled. Sorry, I'm being very rude, but this is their reality. I know there's some girls out there who are not cool either, and they will do horrendous things, but Jesus, the world is upside down now. Like, what's happening?
Finally, though, like a video subject of mine fully realizes that it's all fucked. Like everything's topsy turvy. Everything is dystopian, if you will, because it is blatantly. The people don't point it out, but here she is catching on, and hopefully her friends do too when she talks about it.
I'm afraid that even if I meet someone, I don't think I will ever be able to trust them fully because of all that.
Now, I mean that's a fair assessment, but that's why you need to learn about someone for a long ass time for the best results. Because I've heard about people being in like this is like their high school sweetheart, their elementary school sweetheart, but oh CNN they killed their whole family. Like you don't want that shit, little girl. So like to avoid something like that, take the best measures you can to secure like a relationship. Know a guy for a while, and yeah, you. It's like yeah, you actually get the guy that you want. It's like going like it's like I get it. It can be discouraging. I totally get it. But you need until I know a guy for like a while to actually make a good bet on him that he won't fuck you over.
Don't know. Like, I want someone who is gonna try to woo me. You know what I mean? Not someone who would take me for granted and not reply to my texts and not even try. It's very difficult.
Now hold on, little girl. You said that you were out often. Like you actually put yourself out there often back then. Uh, how about you go back to that? Like try that shit again. Cause like that's still the best strategy.
And this is like very, very personal video. Like, I can't believe that I'm saying all of that online, but I thought, you know, Valentine's Day is coming and I want my channel to be all about like me being, you know, real and kind of relatable. And I know there's like, I'm not alone in this.
Okay, so like that's the worst shit ever. Like when holiday shit comes up, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like those are stress producers, if anything. Um, so like this is also why yeah that you need like multiple options. If you don't have like those options, kind of like I'm doing, um, you need to start somewhere. Is what I'll say to her. It's like if you don't start somewhere, if you don't start and like improving, like you're gonna still be in the same fucking spot. But oh man, like freaking Valentine's Day is coming up. Oh, I see all these guys like being on top of like all of these like girls. Like I don't know what to do. Like you need to avoid that. You know, avoid that shit and take like the best measures.
There's so many of us that were on the same boat, which is crazy. Like, I've read somewhere that our generation has the least sex in the history
Yes, because it's mostly online.
because, you know, there was casual sex before, of course it was, but now it's kind of only that. Like, there's so many people that have like sex maybe, you know, a couple times a year with just random people they meet.
Well, with guys, like it's seeing lower than that. How about like no times a year? How about once every half a decade? Like how about like for
And
real,
they're not
yo?
in relationships, so they don't get it that often. Like, that's mind blowing to me. I feel like I'm going
And yes, they don't get it that often.
in a lot of different direction. I didn't make any notes for this video. I was trying to like talk to you from my heart. But yeah, I am going on a date today. I met this guy on
Now, Tinder though, yo. 11 months ago, still using Tinder. I met this guy on Tinder, dude. Because dude, not even Tinder. Like Tinder keeps getting worse. Like I could have sworn it used to be free, dude. Now it ain't. Like it's the farthest from free it's ever been, dude. Good freaking lord, y'all. Still using dating apps. Like I'm sorry, I'm still caught on that shit.
Tinder a week ago. We didn't really talk much. He was going away for the weekend, and we said we're gonna meet this weekend. And I'm not really looking forward to it.
So also like she said that she doesn't like she has trust issues with people basically. Why on dating apps again? Like now we're trying to make sense of this shit. This is not making sense now. Nothing makes sense. Like even you know, like Shao said, he's confused now.
To it, I don't feel that there's a chemistry between us. I don't feel nothing. I feel like I'm kind of depressed lately, and I don't know if it's even a good moment to do that. But
If you're like depressed, like how about you seek therapy? Like honestly, I don't think she's ever talked about that.
I haven't been on one in years, and there's opportunity to go, and I feel like, you know, I need to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready, and then I'm gonna let you know how that went. Maybe I'm gonna have some more thoughts after that. So yeah, see you on the other side. Okay, I'm all ready. I'm wearing, you've seen this dress before.
Damn it, she's ah. It's like never mind, y'all. Ugh. Dude, I know grandmas that are built better than this. Oh my god, dude. Ah, she has that build, y'all. She has that tower ass build, y'all. Oh god, I'm sorry, people. This is bad. If she wonders why she don't get anyone, this is a good reason. Dude, no. Why'd she do herself like this? You could have let the video to where it was a few minutes ago, and I would have at least had the imagination that she looked better than she actually does. But nah, you shattered that shit. Now I'm like, you actually wondering about your issues? Like why guys aren't looking your way? Why guys are trying to like be with you? Like there's a big reason why, no pun intended. It's not in a good way.
We're just going for a walk, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Okay, so yeah, like how about she tells me what part of her is like attractive? Because I see her trying like with the makeup. It's not impressive, but something. Again, like her being blonde can get her like a long way, but she's pushing that right now.
I want to feel good. I did my makeup just a little bit. I put on.
Need inspiration?
She needs motivation. That's what she needs. Where's your motivation?
I never do. So big day for Daria on both counts. I'm a bit stressed. Actually, I look stressed. I'm awkward with guys.
I can see because I don't know what that was. It's like, hello, y'all.
I really am. I think that's part of my problem.
You're self-aware about it, but how about we fix that?
But I have a hype woman, Maggie, if you're watching it. I was like, no, I want to cancel. And she was like, no, don't you dare. You need to go. I was getting up, sitting.
I'm not laughing, girl. I don't know why you are.
Down. I was telling her how like the new season of Love is Blind is coming out this week, and she was like, Daria, you're telling me that you watch other people date instead of you going on a date.
That's a good point. Like, why are you here looking at rom-coms, not learning shit, honestly? Like, like instead of looking at your local area, seeing what would be a good place to actually date someone in, thinking about topics to even talk about, you're out here looking at rom-coms and like dating shows on fucking Lifetime. I like a super old chick, but it's like you're not even told that age yet. Like we're fucking up. Like it's like, dude, she says that she got dates in the past and she gained weight over time. So it's like, okay, put the Ben Jerry's down, go out more often, and go out to a gym more often, so you can like at least achieve some curvature in the right areas, mind you.
And I guess she has a point. It's okay.
She does have a point. What? Dude, stop trying. Did she part Godzilla? Stop trying to turn her into Godzilla. What is that? And that what's that face? Like, are you memeing, y'all? She's straight making meme faces at us, people. When you're on your 10th date after 10 years, face ass, like what? Like, I'm cringing, people. Oh, don't cringe for me,
Right.
please.
So today is Wednesday, February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. So my first date was on Sunday. I haven't filmed my update yet because, yeah, life got in the way. But okay, let me tell you what happened. It was alright. We went for a coffee. He's nice. He seems like a kind person, but
Yeah, like what do you like about him, really?
I don't know if there's any like actual attraction. I don't know. I think it's too early for me to say. It's like a
So that's not a good start. You need to have like a few tangible things, at least a few. Like they had like mental notes about that stuck out. Like the fact that you don't, that really doesn't help. So I don't. Guess what this was from? Tinder. Prove my point. Don't use dating apps. Not good results. And this guy more than likely just wanted to fuck, see how the pussy felt, and dip out. See what the next girl on Tinder is like. Like I bet he even felt lucky he didn't get this girl.
romantic situation
And like that's why he was nice to her.
or more like a friendship. He texted me after, and we're gonna go on another date on Friday.
But you didn't feel anything from him. Like, why bother, honestly? It's not a good start. What we doing, people?
Which, to be honest, I am not really looking forward to.
See, she says she's not even looking forward to it. What are we doing, y'all? What am I witnessing?
That's so mean to say. I think I've been
No, you're just being okay. Look, you're trying to be honest. Cancel that date, honestly.
single for too long now. It is very difficult.
It's like, okay, I get it. Like you've been single for like a while. But if it's not a good start, and you're debating if you should go on like a date with someone, and the first date wasn't that good, cancel the second date. Try again with someone else, please. You'll be doing yourself a favor.
I don't even know what I want. On one hand,
I know what I want. Oh God, people.
It's like amazing relationship, like you see in movies and books.
I'll get to it
'cause
later.
I love reading those. I am romantic at heart, but then on the other hand, I'm like, ew, no. I am in a very weird place in my life at the moment. My therapist thinks I might be a little bit depressed. I really don't have strength to do anything. Like I don't want to do anything. Like going.
This is why I said that shit. Where's your motivation? Because we don't have motivators in our lives, apparently. Come on. Like, zero motivation. She's demotivated, y'all.
To the office seems very difficult. Even social media seems very difficult.
And then she's on social media. How far can you get yourself in a freaking grave? We had such a good start the first 2 minutes, people. Now you bring up social media, dating apps. The first date wasn't good, honestly. Should I be chuck on a second date after like the date that wasn't good? Like the guy was just nice. He was freaking Titan from fucking from Make a Mind. He was that lame nigga. Like dude, come on, man.
Dating, then
Oh.
especially. I don't like anyone, and this guy's nice and everything, but it has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with me. Like
This is the only thing that she has. Like she's trying to be honest with her, so she can recognize. Unlike all these other bitches, she can recognize that the problem is her, but she don't know what to do after that. It's the issue. So it's like you need to find out what you like, bitch. Like, damn, man, this is so bad.
I don't even want to go and meet anyone. I don't know.
Just spend time with yourself, like look into things. Like she needs to ask herself like a whole lot more often. What do I like in a guy? What can I give a guy afterwards? Because you're not giving him that body. Like, it's been to be fully satisfied afterwards. Especially if like okay, like what if Kim Kardashian comes out the very next moment? Like we cooked. Like I'm sorry.
You've been single for such a long time as me, and like never really got a lot of attention from men. You might agree with me on that. When someone gives you attention, it feels kind of weird. It's like, what are you doing? Go away
That just tells you that you're not used to it. That's it.
from me. me. I don't know if it's just me. Anyways, that's where I am now, and we'll see. Oh, it's difficult to be me. Oh yeah, today is Valentine's Day.
I imagine it's difficult to be someone that hasn't dated in like a long time and rarely dates. I can imagine.
And I don't know, I just had a few thoughts. I've never spent Valentine's Days with anyone. I don't necessarily feel very sad
Damn.
about this day, but then again, I don't know. I binged today for the first time in such a long time. I didn't eat a lot, but it was uncontrollable. I feel like this void inside of me, and I don't know if it's related, but it might be. I see all those people in relationships, and I think, is there something wrong with me? Because I didn't.
You already said that there's something wrong with you. Like, you literally said that like a few minutes ago. Um, again, how she say it? She literally said, I'm the problem. Like, she literally said that.
I just want to meet someone organically, not on dating apps. Dating apps are not for me. Like, on the
Then don't use them.
apps, you only see the picture of someone, you know? And men usually don't put a lot of attention.
It's like you have the profile too, but you don't see them do anything. Is the issue? I mean, yeah, you can probably put up like a video or two of yourself like skydiving, working out, but it usually doesn't help anyway. Because like, the guys are just there to fuck. So, like vast majority of them are. So
In their bio, there's literally nothing that will tell you about their personality there. And they're horrible at taking pictures, so everyone's literally boring and ugly. And you might think that I'm very picky, but I'm not. I'm really not.
boring,
In real life,
ugly,
if a guy's
damn.
funny and kind, it doesn't matter how he looks like. I will definitely find him attractive because of that. But then on dating apps, you don't. See it. It doesn't matter how he looks. And I'm very picky, but I'm not. I'm really not. But in real life, if the guy's like funny and kind, it doesn't matter how he looks like. I will definitely find him.
If he's funny and kind, well, I think what you're also looking for is like most girls, like how most girls are. If like the guy cares about you or not. That's something that's actually kind of hard to like come by. Um, what like just that idea is just hard to like come by when it comes to like your average dude. I mean, like you actually care about the girl. Like you're not dealing with your dick. You're just dealing with with your heart. The well the non-existent thing that's usually there. Uh, and it's fucked up too because all the Denver guys are gonna try this, which most of them are you find on dating apps. So, oh my god,
Attractive
just rough.
because of that. But then on dating app, you don't see that. So it's lose-lose situation basically. I don't know.
It's a
I'm not
lose-lose.
terrified of being single. I've been single my whole life. I'm not terrified of not ever having a family because that's not really what I want. It's just
I mean, are you sure? Because girls be lying to themselves too. Like, I, that's not believable. I'm sorry. And it's like there are girls out there that want a family, but they're in their 50s, so menopause already happened. So we're gonna end up straight up adopting, like in our 50s and 60s or something. Try and raise kids, but we don't know how. Like, what, girl? What do you look into? Like, you have not shown me that you have much knowledge on anything. Like, just pure ignorance. Like, that's a major issue with her and like a whole lot of girls actually.
the thought of like you're the odd one, you know? I've never been loved. And that's a very heavy thing to say, I think. Like, what's wrong with me? Is there anything wrong with me? Am I alone? Guys, let me know in the comments, please, because
No, you're not alone. Because like a whole lot of girls just don't be fixing themselves, and they wonder why they're in the same predicament every fucking day. And I would guess that she actually has a career too, because her place looks like decent. I mean, was it probably that she's on SSI? It wouldn't honestly, but I want to give her the benefit of the doubt that okay, she has like a good at least done 9 to 5, like at least makes between like 20k or like 50k with her career. can maintain a house like with that. I mean, she lives in a apartment too. I'm not too sure, but okay. Girls be having that, but they'll be working like on themselves, like looks or body wise. And again, they be wondering why they're in the same predicament all day, every day. Just work on yourself, girl. And you know what you want. I can see that happening for like a 22-year-old or like even like 24-year-old, but it's like you're almost 34. You're almost like rule 34 status. We need to start actually knowing ourselves like and know what we want. Like come on now. I get like not experiencing much, but you came across a whole lot of things. Like she even said that she likes like like a funny nice guy, but like a major pose that we're missing is like well, it's not for the whole family anything that they actually care because like her dealing with like the fact that she's never been like loved, like you can tell like she doesn't like that fact. So she just need to work on like on herself and give guys things that make them care about her. It's like a thing. So just again, we just need like remember our humanities and actually show the ability that we can actually improve and shit. So that would really help.
I don't think I know a lot of people who've been in the same position as me. So today's Valentine's Day. Tomorrow,
No. Like the whole Femcel thing is a major thing these days.
I guess it's like a singles day, right? I don't know. So yeah, let's connect, guys. I'll keep you updated on my dating life because I obviously overshare everything on the internet.
You overshare? Okay, how much does she overshare though? She actually got some mileage off of this shit. I clicked on the wrong thing somehow. What's your latest video 3 months ago? Like, let's see, dude. On my main channel, I have like more I have like more videos than her. 130. I don't think that's really oversharing. Okay, so she posts. Starting over at 31. Dude, is this gonna. Imagine I had to cover her, man. Like, what is this? And like in the preview of of this like latest video, I'm like, what's she doing? She's trying to turn into Hulk. Like, what's she doing? Also, can you be single and happy 3 months ago? What on earth, y'all? We're so confused. Okay, hold on, give me a moment. Okay, so like let's try and like the comments. just try to wrap this up. Like 300 comments, by the way, so a whole lot of people are just agreeing with her. Or 500 likes, never a good sign for this type of video. So like the longer it gets, the weirder I get. Totally felt that. The weirder I get, what the? Make that make sense, people. Like with that logic, you be hella normal at 18, but I wanted to bet you really weren't. Like you weren't too different from that time, like from that age. I recently went on Bumble, not expecting much from an old app, but found someone I connect with so well. Been 4 years since I dated due to my decision on focusing on myself. She should take that, like, well, at least that bit. other comment there. Like she just need to focus on herself, and that means because I was a loser. Damn, it sounds like her too. But yeah, focus on yourself. You need that first and foremost before going out and just trying to like find a love relationship. Because if you don't, shit like this would just happen over and over again, where you just don't be feeling the guy and you're just wondering, okay, why don't, okay, like what's going on? Like what's my issue? You see, but now I feel things are coming together and should put myself out there and it paid off. Okay, you'll find someone. If you find a good match, you will just know what the hell, man. It's like, what is that someone though? She don't really know like that. They do, and she just says thank you. The thing is, I find everyone so ugly and boring. On the apps, but in real life, I can be attached to almost anyone based on their personality. It's like okay, also just don't be awkward, please. Like let the other person laugh like before you do. Like I can't tell y'all just how annoying it is to like deal with someone that laughs at her ever since. Like what, dude? That shit's hella awkward. It's like dog. Like I didn't tell a joke. Control yourself. Like chaos control that shit, man. Dude, did she reply to every comment? Yo, what the? My hats off to you. I'm an '80s baby, never married. This generation is at its worst. You don't be discouraged. God has someone out there, like out here for everyone. What? Like then we get like the relationship. Okay, something went really wrong with the site. Yeah, internet happened. God has plenty of cats for her. Okay, I think that guy was memeing, but I'm not too sure. But see, morals and standards, the negativity. Where's that where's that came from? Like, dude, it's really blatantly obvious in my mind. Like, a whole lot of it is like internet bullshit. Because like just sticking to the internet doesn't give you like the best results against copy eyes to like me, but everyone's having this invisible wall for that shit. You gotta have someone for everyone, which is not true. Yeah, I'm brutal, but okay. um, Again, let's just not stick to the ethereal. Like, God helps her that she didn't do that, but she's dealing with like a short deck right now. Let's just say that. You are brave for being so openly vulnerable. Okay, thank you. What's the hurry? The hurry. I think you need to go back to our school, dude. Children, children, and parenting are God given. Is life fact? What? We don't get this stuff from, man. Yo, I be feeling like y'all get this stuff off of a fucking fortune cookie, man. This is silly. The Bible is not read to know that there is once led to a couple who had a son in there. Okay, anyways, I'm not reading that. I'm sorry. I just ridiculous stuff, man. It's better to be single than in a wrong relationship, my dear. I will say that. Yeah. Um, I mean, does it give you a chance like like learn from mistakes and give you like stories to like tell. Sure. All I'll say to that is like if you're being like the wrong like relationship, make sure you don't fuck. It'll end up making you get fucked up afterwards, and make sure it's no more than like a month, or like, even like a week, because like the sooner you can get out of that shit, the better. Honestly, I say that from experience. Happy Valentine's Day. What was on Valentine's Day? I think it was. I think it's the 14th. I can't remember. I don't really Valentine's Day often enough. Like honestly, I don't be giving a fuck about Valentine's Day unless it's actually in my fucking um unless it's like in my advantage. Well, the stars line for me with that shit. Let me see. 48 years old, never married, or had kids, or a partner. Yeah, just from the profile picture, man, I wonder why. Like, dude looks like a fisherman. Like, people. Okay, so yeah, like, I tell you why you never been like in like a relationship. What part of you is actually attractive that you find? We don't have much. It's okay. We can be honest with ourselves. We see our faults, some like at least some of the faults. But even then, like we have a like a Genji going going on there. It's like okay, like is that really the issue? I'm not sure. Um, every guy is like boring and ugly to me. So yeah, if she's in her own Genjutsu, I need her to like snap out of it for even just a moment, and you just seek therapy for that shit. Like maybe they'll help her snap out of it and just give her guidance because yeah, I do feel like she needs some guidance in her life. And motivations because she needs plenty of that. But yeah, but hey, it's a hot take. It's hot take central, and I'm out. Be sure to comment. Okay, that's the video there. Okay, next. Okay, we got Femcel number 3. She might be related to like number 5, but this one's just called "I Never Had a Boyfriend." And her name is Charmia. Who the fuck names a kid Charmia? Tiara. Is that her name, Tiara? Because I want to say Tyra. I'm not gonna lie. I know a girl named Tyra. Okay, Tiara. What do you have? Let's see. So I never had a boyfriend. Um, appearance wise, she looks okay. I can even let her skirt by with the hat, that little piece around her like neck. You guys can find attractive. Sure. Let's see what her issues are.
Years old and I've never had a boyfriend. And though it may sound crazy, I feel like it's a lot more common than it seems. I feel like there are some people who've had boyfriends at my age, of course, but I feel like a lot of people
How old are you?
haven't been in like real committed relationships, like a real world relationship. I've never had that
Well, like a whole lot of you girls are in favor of committed relationships with like even like a good guy. So that's y'all's issues there.
before. And there are pros and there are cons to it. I like to dwell on the pros, not the cons, but there's a few reasons why I'm in this position.
It's like, dude, like I have 2 jobs and a car now, and it like works in like everything. I can pay for my own stays and at places, still get passed up. Like I'm even fucking funny, still getting passed up.
And I've realized it. And one of the biggest reasons I feel like for a lot of women, or just people in general, I should say, I guess, is
I mean, do I need to go out more often? Sure, but I have like a means to like that I've been getting around to like do that.
dwelling on your type or like gunning in like a rotation rotating door of your type, right? A lot of us say we have a type. And I'm not talking about just the physical, which
What is your type?
can also be a thing, but just the kind of characteristics of the kind of individual that you have. Like, do they match up with what you want for a relationship? And for me, I feel like that's a big reason why I've been single, because I have a type of guy. I feel like I deal with the same guy just in different bodies.
What is your type of guy? Like, let's just get into it. Don't be a lot behind the bush. Um, I'll just put out there real quick that yeah, like girls have like a major like communication issue. Like when they say like, okay, I have a type of guy, that don't tell me what type of guy I like you have. Like in mind, or like they'll be like, oh yeah, like I'm going out. Where you going out to? I don't tell you where you went out to.
Like, it's just, he just may look a little bit different, but it's the same kind of guy. And me personally, I like going for like the laid back guy, the nonchalant guy.
Are you sure? Like, why do you find that attractive? Like, do you ask yourself that?
Because in theory, I just don't want that guy that does a lot. I'm sorry. I don't really like the guys that is like always like in the middle of the party, they're dancing, they're just doing a lot. I personally am not a big fan of that. Nothing wrong with that. That's just not my cup of tea. But I feel like I want a guy to be like
I really like to have like Okay, hold on.
nonchalant, right? I want a guy to be laid back. But then when it comes to me, I want him to be different. And I feel like
What? I'm trying to wait for this to make sense, man.
we have to be honest with ourselves about who people truly are, because we may want a guy to act like this on the outside, but with me he needs to act different. With me he needs
Dude, I need some explanations, y'all. I'm waiting for this to make sense because it's really not making sense. Like, it's really sounds like she don't know what she wants, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, this don't make sense.
to, and some guys are like that. But let's just be honest, if you keep talking to the same kind of guy, if they keep giving you the same kind of results and you keep having the same kind
And it's like, how are they gonna act with like like that? Like, oh yeah, like I'm so yeah, like, on the outside, I'm like a hard ass nigga. But like when I'm with her, like I'm like nice as fuck. I like chill. I don't come off like as aggressive only towards her. Like, it's like how about we just like, dude, like how's this guy gonna feel about that? Like what? Like not only is that align too many stars, but when we just like separate ourselves like that just don't make for like a good life. I'm sorry, man.
of problems. Why do you keep dealing with that kind of person? Probably because you're comfortable with that kind of person. Probably because you're used to that and you're like, I might as well deal with it from this type of guy than deal with it from something new. You get what I'm saying? I'm also a fan of the team reduce, reuse, and recycle. I
What? Dude, what's this mental gymnastics going on? Like, I don't. Dude, like, that last girl spoke, could just communicate, like, a lot more clearly than whatever this is going on. It's actually taking me, like, a little effort to, like, keep up with this shit. Reduce, reuse, recycle. What do you mean by that, bitch?
I keep dealing with the same guys. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I really don't even like talking to new
Like, what do you mean by the same guy? What type of guy are you talking about?
guys because I just feel like I know what he comes with. I know what he brings. I'd rather just deal with him. And that's not good. That's why I am single and I've been single. But
I feel like you've been single because you're just not a good communicator. That's what's sticking out for me like the most out of anything I'm seeing so far. Like when you say something, okay, I'm doing like the same type of guy, like that kind of like alludes to her not being a open person. Um, like I'm not trying to say like you have to have your that to like wear your emotions like on your sleeve, but if you're trying to like explain yourself, do it in like a very clear and concise manner. Like, okay, like I'm done with like bitch made motherfuckers all the time. Like those are the same guys. I'm done with like the same hood ass niggas like all the fucking time. I'm done with like the same simp ass niggas all the fucking time. Like that can be widely interpreted and like misinterpreted. And it does kind of sound like you don't know what you really want. And she doesn't sound like she knows how that like reflects on the guy too. Now they would feel about it. Because I'm telling you now, like no guy's gonna feel good about going through that shit.
But I just feel like I'm coming to terms with the fact that like I am big on communication. I am grown. I want
But you're bad at it, like blatantly. Once we're up and down on that shit now, like what the fuck?
us to communicate to each other. I want us to, if you're feeling some way, tell me. If I'm feeling some way, I should be comfortable enough to tell you.
It's like, dude, like you need to be able to be a good communicator with everyone else. So like, that's our major issue here. And then it's like, say like the right guy like actually approaches you, or but you're not really feeling them immediately. Are you not just gonna like communicate with them, and like speak vaguely about shit? Like it really sounds like that's what's gonna happen, honestly.
You and I feel like with a lot of the guys that I deal with the whole nonchalant, with the whole laid back, it's like they're not expressive to me. Not just in how they feel, but just even I feel like as far as treatment, like they don't make me feel cared about. They don't make me feel loved. They don't make me feel. But that's their personality.
But what does that look like though? What? Because like when we're talking about like being expressive to like someone, that could be mis like people can have like their own ideas of like what that is. So it's like, what do we mean really? So it's like we just have like all these terms going on, but we're not really defining them. It's like bitch. Like I think she's been looking at the source too much here, and not an actual dictionary.
And you can't get mad at people. I think that's another thing I've learned in this whole dealing with guys things is like you can't get mad at somebody for who they are. And I feel like that's a big thing too. Like if you're going through the same thing with a guy again and again and again, stop getting mad at him and actually get mad at yourself. Ask yourself, why do you keep allowing this to happen? Ask yourself, why do you keep going through this? Because that's who they are. Like you keep crying about this situation, you keep getting frustrated. Why do you keep doing this to me? Why do you keep doing this to me? And it's like that's who that person is. Like you expect it different. It's kind of like the story of what is it, the turtle and the scorpion. It's like the story of like let's say
Talk. How about the troll in the hair? I've not heard that other shit.
it was a turtle and a scorpion. They were like on a little island or whatever, and the scorpion wanted to get to the other side of the island, but it was water and he couldn't. He wanted to get to the other island, and he asked the turtle, "Hey, can I go on your back? Can you take me across? Because I know you could, get in water." And at first, the turtle was kind of scared because the turtle was like, "Don't sting me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you have poison. Don't sting me. I'll do it, but don't sting me." And the scorpion was like, "It's fine. I'm not going to sting you. Like, I just want to get to the other side." So they did. As soon as they got to the other side and reached land, the scorpion stung the turtle and killed it. And
What's the point of the story, really? Like, I actually understand it more if the turtle didn't die in the end. Like, what the? And it's like now it's like more reachy than it has to be, yo. Oh my god, the mental gymnastics people. Like, this is not easy to think about, man.
And while the turtle was dying, it kind of was just like, why would you do that? Why would you sting me? I thought we had a deal. I thought we had a. And the scorpion was like, we did, but I'm still a scorpion. Like, this is what I do. And I feel like we have to be like,
This is what I do, though. like that'll like produce like more fear, like fear mongering. If you ask me, like what it's like, okay, y'all, like like sure, like you like can't just beg people to like change. Okay, so like my thing about that, like the whole like she actually has it backwards. She is the one that has to change for the guy, not the other way around. I kind of had this shit in the back of my head too, that especially a whole lot of like black bitches, they stay not wanting to fucking change for the guy. Practically all of them, especially like the freaking typical ones, like the modern typical black bitch. Like they stay not wanting to change for anyone. Like, dude, it is the most frustrating shit to deal with. And then they get loud and like frustrate your ass. And it's like, bitch, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Like this is obviously getting nowhere. Like that shit is especially the worst shit ever. Like I can't tell you just how bad that shit is. But yeah, girls need to realize that they need to change for the guy. Cause like the guy, like the one, like the guy to like lead the lot of relationship anyway. But here they are being difficult. Like we don't want shit to be difficult for us. 'Cause we can just find like a girl, at least try to, like find like a girl that will not be as difficult. That actually knows the word submission and not put up like a front about it. And again, just not give us issues and actually control, and actually can control her shit. Okay, so yeah, these black bitches just need to like learn about that shit. Or also like yeah, femininity is just out the window when it comes to those girls too. So
like that when it comes to guys, when it comes to relationships. Like, you know the kind of person that this person is, so stop allowing yourself to go through these things and then getting mad at that person. Like, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep doing that? And he's just like, this is who I am. Like, yes, the person may apologize. Yes,
yeah, like this is who I am. I'm a guy with a big dick. Yeah, like I don't know what you expected, honestly. And if you don't, and then also girls, work on your dragon radars because y'all be getting like y'all be finding like the worst guys due to that shit. Like sure, like like I mean, hell, you find like a guy that has like a good job, good car. His shit is actually stable, but he is the issue because that should be happening all the time too. But like, these girls, like they just want the wrong guys because it's honestly easier to find. So like we just need to be able to help ourselves here.
yes, they may say they'll never do it again, but if they keep doing it again, it's like, who are you gonna believe? Their words or their actions? And that's my problem with my type. Like, I deal with the same type of men, and I just have to get out of that. Like, but it's just so hard, y'all. Like, it's
No one says it's gonna be easy. Like what? It's so hard because you don't have to. Because bitch, like not life is not easy street 24/7. That's why it's hard and like on top of like both guys and girls like filling up the dating game, but which makes it harder. But from the get go, there's some difficulty to this shit. And it's like it don't even have to be that hard if we just act like good ass people. If we act like we know what the fuck is going on. If we actually look into like a whole lot of shit and just put, say with me, y'all, effort into this shit. Like girls want to be demotivated and be discouraged when they see some difficulty. Arm bitch issue, man. Like it's the worst shit ever.
so hard. Also, I'm not big big on like an outside person. So for me, it's also hard because it's like, where do y'all meet men? Where do they be at? Like, can I get the location? I promise.
Okay, like this is so that's what y'all. Well, on top of like many other things, that's what that's what girls have in spades compared to guys. You can pair up a guy going literally anywhere. Don't have to be the club, the bar, at school, ideally school though, because you rarely see people there. You can pick them up literally anywhere, at a grocery store, at a fucking bus stop, at a restaurant, at like a place you're staying at, like walking around the neighborhood, literally anywhere. So use that advantage to your best benefit. Okay, like use that advantage to the fullest, and don't hesitate on that shit, because I think you'll know, but you'll basically go out more often and actually try to like say you got like, and like ignore the thought of, okay, I don't need like a relationship, because like y'all girl be lying to themselves with that shit too, with like a whole lot of shit as well. Like again, mental gymnastics. Like we're on a whole ass triathlon with this shit. Like it is actually make it way harder than it should.
I won't share it. But I don't be knowing where to find them either because I'm not like a big outside type of girl either. So it's like I don't know where to meet these men. Like I don't know where they at. Like
Okay, look into it.
somebody tell me. And
It's like people don't have to like tell you too. Honestly, just
another thing
talk to people, and like that'll help you think too. But I was looking to your like local spots, because y'all girls stay not having places to like, actually um meet people at, like not really, especially if it's like somewhere where you had to go out of your way to like um talk to like someone at, especially then, man, like oh my god. Okay, let's keep
thing is
going.
too. I had to get out of being that go with the flow kind of girl. I was that for a very long time. Ladies, please get rid of that go with the flow. And the reason is because I
Well, it's funny you say that, because you're the same girl that wants to live on Easy Street, like all the other girls that just want to go with the flow on Easy Street. So
I didn't want to put pressure on the relationship. That's what I thought in my mind. I don't want to pressure him. I just want to go with the flow. Let's see how things are. In the beginning, that's cool, right? When
well, a way to do that is to not be a hard ass bitch, but d- get yourself in the mindset of being a motherly figure. Start there. How about that?
you're getting to know somebody, when you're
And I'm not talking about the bad moms either.
starting to talk to somebody. Talking, dating, and a relationship are three different things, and you
Toss stay in the obvious. Jeez.
have to understand that. First, you talk to somebody, then you date them, and then you get into a relationship.
Like this one girl I talked to yesterday. I can't say I dated her because we didn't go out anywhere. Obviously, low girl. Like what the? It's like we're not in kindergarten now. Like we know the difference.
With them. The talking stage, I personally feel like should only last for a couple weeks. Talking is literally just talking to that person. You might FaceTime them, you might
Couple weeks. I mean, sure, but like
talk on the phone with them.
whatever. Keep
You're
going.
just getting to kind of know them, right? And then it goes into the dating phase of it. Dating means you're just going on dates. You're just getting to know that person. I feel like nowadays this generation confuses dating with the relationship, and it's
I'd say no, because like just like that last girl I did the video on. She said she's never been in a like, relationship, but she gets dates. So that's an interesting thing, though. But like even if I dated that bitch I was talking to yesterday, I would never say I was in a relationship with her. And I'll make that clear and make sure that don't get misconstrued or misinterpreted as we dated, let alone we fucked. Because I don't know what her issue is. She's not texting me back now, but calm out issue with ghosting. A going ghost yet again. But okay, anyways,
It's not, because people assume, oh, just to take you on a date, I have to be in a relationship with you. No, what if you take me on a date and I don't like you, and now we are in a relationship? Like, a lot of
no,
people get into relationships and they've never dated that person before, and I'm kind of confused
okay,
because it's kind of like, how do you really know if you like that person? You don't. And also, ladies, do
okay.
not count being in the house chilling as a date.
I mean that one like it kind of like depends on if y'all agree to like have that like as like a date. Just so I don't stretch it. Ideally, yes, like go out with someone like and say that's the date. And if y'all don't agree to like that being a date, then wasn't a date then. But like it just don't help when I say it like that because it just sounds silly. But okay, yeah, go, just go out with someone and just say that's the date to make it easier on like everyone like that, please.
No, 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 no. Let's go outside. I say that to say it does not have to be $1 million date. It does not mean y'all have to go to an expensive restaurant. Y'all could go to something nice. Not even something that's
Just not McDonald's, please. That would also help.
like inexpensive. Y'all could go to the movies. Y'all could go. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to spend $1 million, but go outside. The reason why I say that is to say when you're inside your home, they're inside their home. They're comfortable, and there's a
Uh
way that
huh.
people act around you when they're comfortable, right? It's
Okay.
easy for them to just put on a show, put on, a different kind of personality, that one that you probably would like. And some people do it on accident. Like, some people genuinely, they just, when they get around women and they just put on a certain kind of charisma about themselves that make you want them. But when you're outside, sometimes it's harder to keep that charisma. It's harder to keep
Okay.
that fake show on. And also see how they interact with other people. You may say, this guy is so cute. Oh my God, we be on the phone all night and he's so sweet. And then you get outside and he's rude to the waiter. Red flag. You get outside and he's acting a fool. You get outside and he's belligerent and he's this and he's that. Get to
She's belligerent. Okay, like I can already tell that she dates like nothing but black ass coon ass niggas. But okay, so like that one, I think I'd say sure people don't usually think of that. So I just really see that with like girls, but like that's a good reason why I say like yeah, get to know someone for a good year before actually deciding to like be in like a relationship with them or like a good year or so because you actually have a good idea of how they are any given moment honestly, not just on the phone like that don't help like what. Well, I'm dating someone because they're nice to me on Skype or Discord like that just sounds stupid, man. Being honest, like dude, it's just that I don't be hearing that shit, so that's why I'm like, I don't be bringing that up. It just sounds silly. So hold on, like why that sounded good, like the way she's like putting it. I figure people would think that anyway. It's in the back of their mind. I hope that I won't be seeing that, like, because again, I feel like that's something that I don't have to like expand on. Because again, like I said, know what someone is at any given moment. What the hell? Why did this appear? I got a weird notification. I'm sorry. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. So okay. So little girl, you never had a boyfriend. So like, that's so like that little thing there. I think that's what she got from like what she heard from her like girlfriends or like saw in other like relationships. Well, I'll bring up. So okay.
You know this person. Go
Oh my
on
god.
dates with them. Go outside with them. Do not get the excuse of, oh, I like staying in the house, or oh, let me cook for you, or oh, somebody else could do that. Ladies, require men to take you on dates. Dating is important. And also,
Okay.
you can date multiple people. I know some people are going to come at me
Yes.
for this. You're supposed to actually do that. Like I said, dating is
Okay, that one's kind of contentious, kind of, because what I say personally on that one is like, if you want to be like promiscuous, uh, just limited. Don't be going all out with it. Like, just have like two or three partners if you can get that. Like, even two, like two can make for an exciting life. Be promiscuous between. And then I say sure, like expand on that further for the dating scene. What for your own dating scene? See how much mod you can get out of that. See what you like and don't like, and yeah, you should be able to just go from there. But the issue with people usually can't get any dates or something like that, like the whole like promiscuity thing. Like they actually fuck other people while dating someone. Like a whole lot of people still struggle with that because of their own issues.
it's just getting to know somebody. What if you go on one date with this man and you don't like how he acts? You're like, you know what? I don't even like, but you don't cut off everybody else like you're in a relationship. Like y'all exclusive. You don't cut off everybody else. You don't stop talking to everybody else, dealing with anybody else because this guy took you on one date. You can date multiple people because also dating does not mean you have to be intimate with this person either. Just because you're dating and you're going
Okay.
on dates, you're getting to know them. I'm not saying you have to date 12 people, but if you want to date 2, 3 people, you're just getting to know them, that's fine. Figure out which one you really like. Figure out which one you really want to be with. That's like going to college, right? When people go to college, they be going to college visits. Why would you only go to one college visit? Why would you get what I'm saying? You're going to prom. You try on multiple dresses. Why would you only try on one dress? Like we always want more options.
Okay.
Why? To figure out which one you genuinely like.
Yeah, like I like that. Like I remember I spoke on that before. Like yeah, if you can get like the multiple partners thing, like the multiple dates thing, get that ASAP. And what I want to like just speak on like on more if you're sure with that shit, um, go out more, see who you bump into often outside, find places you don't mind being at, and I kind of want to actually like speak about something real quick because I kind of saw like forgot about it and like a good video or two. Um, I guess kind of knows that she doesn't talk about fucking. So okay, so like I said before that girls just don't want to fuck in general. Like they just don't go in that direction a whole lot of the time. Um, unless they're a freaking nympho or something. That had to be what's the word? They need to be not convinced, motivated, sure, but they had to get there with someone. Compelled. There we go. They had to be compelled to fuck. Like actually be satisfied with the person. To where okay, I'm very compelled. to be around this person and have the actual need to type fuck them. Like that's how this kind of works. And if that isn't happening, and one thing I know is like with the girl that was kind of trying to mess with with me, she kept going towards my direction often. Like that's the actual attraction there. If you don't get that, then yeah, I might as well not ask about fucking after that. Or like if she goes to you, yeah, especially then.
Did you know that the most
Bitch, I don't motherfucking care. Fucking ads, man. Wish I had this shit have ad block. I'm using like another browser. So okay.
The same thing. Like I said, you don't have to be intimate with these men. You are just getting to know them. Now, if you want to exclusively date, or y'all say, hey, we're exclusively dating each other, that's fine as well. But that takes another form of communication. And I feel like nowadays a lot of people are scared, or just in general. Sometimes when you're young, you're scared to communicate because you don't know what this person might feel or whatever the case may be. But then also, you also don't have to have that person in your business unless you guys come to terms with the fact that you're exclusively dating. But if you don't, that person doesn't have to be in your business. I say that to say, date, ladies, date. I feel like for me, another reason why like I'm
But what if they don't have the need to date? What then? Because I be hearing this shit often nowadays. Like, where's your motivation? That's when you gotta pull out Virgil, man, because he be asking what's gonna motivate them to date more people. Because they be swearing up and down they don't need a guy. Like, it's like why want to date a guy? Like straight up, they be saying that shit.
single for so long is because as soon as I start talking to a guy and getting to know a guy, I cut off everybody else. And then when that doesn't work out, I'm back.
What? We cutting off everyone? What? What type of shit?
I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I have nothing left. There's nothing. There's no one. Everyone.
Well, it would help if you didn't cut people off like that. Like, whoa, what the fuck? So like, that's an issue I seen. I don't want to say often, but I see it as a major thing regardless. When you're in a relationship, relationship, engaged, married or otherwise, have a motherfucking support system. Anyways, because you never know if you need to help someone, yourself, get out of a sticky situation, like a breakup, like losing a job, or you both lost a job, and now the relationship's fucked because of it. So have a support system, invest in it, please. It'll do y'all a major favor.
One is gone because I cut them off. Why would I do that? This man never said we were exclusive. This man never. But me, I'm over here like, oh, I don't want to date multiple people. I don't want to get to know multiple people. And also, the dating phase should be happy. The dating phase is part of the cupcake phase. I'm not saying everything has to be perfect, but if y'all already arguing in the dating phase, y'all already getting mad at each other, pissed off at each other, it's kind of like it's a foreshadow to the relationship, right? The dating phase is where you kind of get to see.
So I don't know. Like, like when I picture like me dating someone, I'm picture myself being mad at them. I don't know about you, little girl.
People red flags, stuff like that. A lot of times, the things that you let pass by in the dating phase, the things you let just, oh no, that's fine during the dating phase, are a lot of times the things that end the relationship. But going into it becoming a relationship, ladies, he needs to ask you to be his girlfriend. Do not go with the all of a sudden, oh yeah, this my girl, or this my, yo, what? Not me. Not me. You ain't asked me. You didn't. It's another thing with communication. I feel like for me, I went with the flow. I was just seeing how things go. No, if a man wants you, make him put his foot down. Like, let's just really be honest about this. If you really want to be with me, say you want to be with me. Like what is going on? You too scared to say that? You too scared to what? They don't be scared to ask for other stuff. but they scared to ask you to be their girlfriend. They scared of, oh, well, I just thought, we was going on dates. I just assumed. Assume what? No, ask me to be your girlfriend. If you want me to be your girlfriend, ask me to be your girlfriend. Ask to be in a relationship with me. You are not.
It's like, yeah, like communication. Like, I don't know what you expected, little girl, but okay.
In a
Anyways, keep
relationship with a
going.
man. You are not a man's woman until he asks you. Do not start calling. Listen, I'm telling you, I will get your feelings hurt. That's gotten my feelings hurt before. I'm out here thinking, oh, I'm thinking that's my man. I'm thinking so. Whole time he hit me with the.
No, I mean like there's that, but if y'all agree to like be in like actual like a love relationship though, and he introduces his like friends like to you, yeah, don't pull that shit like because I would not be surprised if bitches do that shit, man. And then all it takes is like one night too to like fuck that status up. Like I'm just saying there.
I mean, we were just chilling. We were just going on dates. And I'm thinking, but I assumed that meant we were together. But it was my fault. He never said that. Pay attention to what they say. Make them stand on what they say. Because then if stuff happens, you be like, but didn't you say? You could hold somebody to that. But if people don't say nothing, it's a he thought, she thought. It's just thoughts, right? You never really know. So that's another thing. And a big thing too, I feel like another reason why I'm single is because I've really built up my standards, right? I'm a big advocate of who you date is a reflection of your confidence. I feel like and I'm not just talking about looks. I'm not just talking about looks. I'm talking about who that person is, like genuinely, who you.
But it's like, girl, like we don't really know, honestly. Also, I want him to like act a certain way. I I want him to like act differently, on the outside compared to like how he acts with me. It's like I mean, even with that, like I'm not saying like hit him on to like be with you, like he has to like project that onto like others. Like nah, like from a natural personality standpoint, that's what I'm trying to like talk more on and like touch on. So it's like, okay, because she did define it, like she wants like the laid back person, but like for the like projection, that's what I'm struggling on. If we were to even follow that, like again, like I think she's only talking about niggas, like no other race too, so I kind of don't help either. But wait, hold on, man. She has a preference. You know what that sounds like? Like she has a skin tone preference. Cause nigga, I will tell you all day, every day, I don't have a skin tone preference. I don't know about y'all. Oh my god! I hope no one says that to me, man. So I'll call that out, especially immediately. Like, dude, what the fuck?
You date is a reflection of your confidence. And oftentimes too, like you know who somebody is. You have to be honest with yourself about it. And when I say who you date, it's kind of like when you're dealing with men, how you let a man talk to you, how you let a man treat you, how you let a man make you feel about yourself is a reflection of your confidence. Because if you're not confident, you're gonna let a man talk to you any kind of way. You're gonna let a man, and if you do let men talk to you any kind of way, deal with you any kind of way, you're constantly repeating yourself. Let me tell you, baby, you're not confident. I'm gonna just tell you right now, you're not confident. And it's probably something in you need to dig in. A lot of times people get into relationships and they always go to the relationship for confidence and go for the relationship for, fulfillment. And it's like, I feel like that's why when a lot of people get out of relationships, they be like,
Okay, so like all I'll say if for this one is like learn about push and pull. Because like showing say God rest his like soul, because if y'all know him, yeah, like Erica, like he like talked about that shit, and I'm like, yeah, like a push and pull thing is like abhorrent to like test out. Okay, like maybe I can get away with saying this, like maybe I can get away with it, actually calling her like a bitch, or like a freaking stupid hoe, and like that's fun to like mess with, or not. So I'd like, and like at that point, I'd like push back, or like refrain from doing that. So like as long as y'all find a way to like make that sort of thing fair too, that'll help the like relationship as well.
Like, oh, let me get my revenge body. Let me start getting in the gym. Let me start focusing on me. Oh, I'm single. Da, da, da. And it's like, no, you should have been
What?
doing that in the relationship. Like, just because you're in a relationship does not mean you need to forget yourself. Does not mean you need to take away standards for yourself. And I feel like it goes within, the confidence that you have in yourself, which you have to make confidence. You have to build up your own confidence. I do have a video about confidence, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But I say that to say I feel like that's another reason why, because I know the kind of men that I deal with. A lot of times we do. Like I said, I know my type. And I feel like some
Okay, like you know your time, but I don't think you've still like communicated like what your type is well, or at least not well enough, where like you feel that come into your life, um, they won't really get it, and that's it. Like it's sort of doubtful that you're even open to even say like what your type is to like other guys. So like she's kind of like these problems, come down to like just being pretty well, like they come across as pretty fabricated. There's a whole lot of this she can just avoid by working on herself. Like I don't think she's actually said much to actually it actually gives us like the reassurance that she's actually working on herself. So I don't help her either. Okay, and then it's like, okay, does she see the need to like work on herself? Because all we really have is that she's like confident and shit. Okay, well, like, how far does that get you, like in life? And then also, like, can you tell me what you offer a guy in like the relationship? And is like a lot that he can like chew on, to where um he won't try to like go towards like another girl. I still need like that to be answered. Like a whole lot of this, like when I actually pose like the more basic questions, like a whole lot of them just not being answered. People, I'm not sure if y'all know those things.
sometimes I let it stall out until I feel like stuff is getting a little serious, and then my confidence kick in. I'm like, wait, I ain't even going for that. I'm not going for it. And that's bad on my fault, because it's like you knew what it was coming. You know what I'm saying? You knew what.
And then like let me also put this out too. I mean, do I like to like see confidence in like a girl? I mean, yeah, sure, but I say like my number one thing, especially nowadays, is whether a girl is like can cooperate. I'm not seeing a whole lot of that with her. Like, jeez, man, it's like a whole lot of stuff. All like on her end is like really doubtful and like fearful stuff that she's dealing with. It's like, okay, you can like you can actually alleviate that by testing the waters with multiple guys. Sure, they have to be open to it, but something that you have to kind of test out through various means, or by texting them, or texting back, or they trying to like talk to like other girls. How much do you really like the guy? Like, there's still some few X factors you have to like sort through. But real quick, I need to use it. I need to use it for fucking 30 minutes, man. Shit. I didn't hear that. I've not been checking. Okay, so back again. Sure, try to like wrap this shit up. Got like what, 7 minutes left? No, yeah, this could have been rougher. She could have been talking about some dating apps, but thankfully we're straying away from that this time. That would got me too, man. But she's actually advocating for people to like go out and shit. We have at least that, and confidence. Now it's like, okay, what can I offer in like a like relationship? It actually makes someone want to stay with me. It's like steps, people. Like we need them. We need to see them.
What it was hitting for, and now you gonna. That's my fault. I know. It's a trait of mine I'm trying to get rid of, but I can't.
Go
You
back.
knew what it was coming. You know what I'm saying? You knew what it was hitting for, and now you gonna. That's my fault. I know. It's a trait of mine I'm trying to get rid of, but I can't help it. What's that song? I can't leave him alone. All right.
Really, ho?
We can act like that ain't just happened. But I say that to say, like, I don't know. Like, I'm a big advocate. Like, how you let a man treat you shows how you value yourself. I'm sorry. Like, me personally, I just feel like I've worked on myself so much in this time being single. Like, there are pros to being single, and I feel like it's working on yourself. Like, I dedicate so much time to myself, whether it's self-care dates, whether it's trying to keep up with myself, whatever kind of thing. So it's like,
When you like keep up with yourself, do you mean by going to like nail and hair salons all day every day? Because I do see that you have some really nice hair. Um, but I do kind of see that you're kind of like the material girl. Like leaning on that side, kind of heavy. So if you can help that,
even letting a man try to give me a piece of him, even letting a man trying to half-ass me, I'm not going for that. But I'm not going for that for the simple fact that
huh?
I've taken so much time to build up myself, whether it's reading books, whether it's podcasts, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, I be trying to go to the gym. Like, when you really commit to yourself, you no longer let BS in because your value is so high. It's kind of like having.
Okay, now, how much do people like validate you? And because I can see it like while she says that she deals with like the same type of guys, quote unquote, whatever that means. I'm not too sure. I can see her just doing like the same type of like girls that just validate her all day. So you could be doing all of that and still fuck it up. Like it's very possible. I'm not sure if you knew.
A resume, right? Imagine you have a resume. You got all this stuff in your resume.
And so you have like a good resume, quote unquote. Let's just go with that. But I never had a boyfriend though. And let's say she's like 24 right now. That means we're like fucking up somewhere. Whether it's if I list like 4 things, our dragon radar, us coming off as overconfident, us coming off as like arrogant, or us not willing to like change. I have like a few other things probably like in my head, but let's just go with those. Like those are kind of swimming in her issue pool right now, like because of her shit.
all these degrees, all these accolades, internships, jobs, and imagine a job being like, okay, we're gonna pay you $10 an hour. You're gonna be like, get out my face, please, get out my face before you get dealt with. That's how you need to be with these men. But sometimes you don't feel like that.
Okay, what if you don't? Okay, what if like you say that, like all the time with like jobs and like the job market is like absolute trash, kind of like the dating market. You're like, okay, let me just settle for whatever I can get because I can kind of like see it. Like she has an arrogance issue. Like she has like too much saying pride. Like I called out the saying pride in like multiple videos before when it comes to these bitches. It's like calm down Vegeta. Like we don't need you to freaking be talking to, can't do it. We need to do that. The principal said, like, hold on, Vegeta. Like, we need to calm down. Like, put down the Saiyan armor. Like, we ain't trying to box right now. Vegeta ass bitch. Like, all I saying pride, y'all. Like we need to control that shit.
Because you haven't built up your self resume. Like I said, go to my confidence podcast. I mean, a podcast. Go to my confidence video. I talk more about that. But I say that to say, I feel like that's another reason why I've been single. No shade to men, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's a little shade. I just feel like men, maybe it's the kind of men. No, I'm gonna be honest. It's not even their fault because, like I said, they are who they are. I can't change them. It's the kind of men that I deal with, and like I said, I'm team reduce, reuse, recycle. I keep doing that, but it's like,
What does that mean? Like what? Reduce, reuse, recycle. We're not talking about papers, girl. Like what the fuck? Reduce. What do you mean? Like what the fuck? Like where'd that come from? And she's like, oh, like I've been working on like communication. Like communication is big for me. You're still not good at it. Like I'm so confused, girl. Like what the fuck? Oh,
like I feel like I don't let it get to a relationship sometimes because the standards that I have for myself are like I'm not gonna allow half-ass. So it's like sometimes I allow myself to have fun with that.
and it's like, what do you mean by half-ass? Like I can't. Like, I was ever since I'm so fucking confused on, man. I'm sorry, y'all. She just hasn't been defining anything
Type like
practically.
at the end of the day, I'm like we're not in a relationship. We're not. You get what I'm saying? Exclusive. Like we're just having fun. Like that's cool. But if you think I'm gonna let you be my boyfriend, no. And that's the issue because it's like if you want a boyfriend,
Is that what you mean by half-ass? I'm still not too sure.
you can't be playing around with these men, with these boys who you know are not gonna be boyfriend material. And that's what I do. And that's
And so like how young are you dating? Like I need to know that too, because like over time I'm sure like a guy that's like 20 nowadays is a lot less mature than like someone that's like 20 like 5 to 10 years ago. Like it's like something that I've been noticing. And like yeah, do you get man children in their 40s? Yeah, they still do, but I hate talking about the freaking exceptions to the fucking rules, but you're dealing with suburb ass niggas in their early 20s. I don't know what you expect, and especially if they don't have a job. I don't know what you expect because that's not a good move. I'm willing to bet anyone can tell you that.
part of my fault. We have to be honest with ourselves too. You know, like let you after knowing a guy for a certain amount of time, you can pick up on signs. I mean, we don't know everything, even though we like to think we do, but sometimes you know if he's boyfriend material. You know if he's and we deal with him and we even say it to our friends, oh I'm just bored, or I'm just this, or I'm just that. Whole time, girl, before you know it, you're head over heels. Like you're bored, go read a book. You're bored, go start that business. Like that's just how I am about it. But I definitely could say one of the pros to being singles, like I said, is taking time for myself. Like really learn. One thing I've learned is a lot of people don't know themselves. Like a lot of people, because if you think about it,
Well, a lot of people don't know how to like think. Also, the pros of being single. I guess if you want to go there, heartbreak. But if you don't know yourself, look into yourself. Ask yourself a fuck ton of questions because people don't realize there's a whole lot going on into being a fucking human being, let alone a whole fully functional human being that can function in modern society and actually possibly be altruistic and make things progress in society. Like, it takes a whole lot of effort, a ton of questioning. That's why I bring up a whole lot of shit and my pauses be 10 minutes long. Y'all don't be thinking enough. Yeah, I can see like in her, she don't be thinking enough. Like she thinks a good amount, but we still need to give her to like, get that boyfriend around, to get that date around. And I'll tell you, like, one of the main things with her is that she has a arrogance problem.
You know, you work Monday through Friday. You work what 8? Some people work 10-hour shifts, and then it's like you try to eat. Some people try to also go to the gym. You know, you try to get in a little bit of entertainment, whether it's social media, whether it's TV, and then it's like you try to also keep up
I tell you too that you need to just stray away from social media whenever possible.
a social relationship with your friends, and then you also got your family, and then it's just day-to-day house stuff. You gotta wash dishes, you gotta wash clothes, like it's so much stuff to keep up.
Also, I need to cover like the whole parenting stuff because like parenting, like modern parents are in the worst situation practically ever. Like, it is extremely bad.
And then we get 2 days